right, we are going to get this party started right now because the internet's favorite Hollywood couple, which I didn't really realize that, but that's what they're calling them, are letting us in on the secret to their successful 8-year marriage. During an appearance on The Late Late Show, Mila Kunis joked that her husband, who you know she's married to Ashton Kutcher, she says he loses every argument, like every argument with her. And she said that according to Ashton, he would rather be happy than right. Okay, Julie, there is a saying like happy wife, happy life. Is this a good relationship strategy they have?
I mean, it's so hard because I've just never been wrong. So I just don't know, like I don't know the other way. If I'm being honest, I think it's pretty toxic. I think the idea if you would have somebody in the relationship who doesn't have a voice, I don't think that bodes for a very happy marriage.
Oh, I mean, controversial.
Attention. Something there.
I will say this. I mean, they're obviously in a heterosexual relationship, and I don't know if they're representative, but I know there's a lot of heterosexual married couples where mom is actually the CEO of the house. Am I wrong? Yeah. And often, right, Wayne's like, that's her, yes. And so because of that, if mom is making the majority or all of the decision-making in the house when it comes to the kids, the household, the food, the who knows what, when there are arguments to be had, listen, I'm with Ashton. You just gotta have to sit back and be like, yeah, you're right.
Are you talking from personal experience?
I was gonna say, I think we need to take the general, and just go into Melissa Grelo.
Are you always right in arguments with Ryan?
First of all, as you guys know, Julie, listen, I don't know what it feels like to be wrong. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I've said it on the show many times before. Ryan and I, we don't fight.
But now we're finding out why, because he's just like stamping everything down.
That's why we don't fight. Actually, no, I mean, to be honest, Ryan does defer to me on a lot of things. I'm a firstborn, he's a lastborn, and if you guys know, I love birth order psychology, and I think he's very accustomed to being like, you know what, I am often the CEO of the house. He's like, babe, if that's the decision, we're gonna go with it. And it's not like, I don't think he's tamping anything down, because when Ryan wants to say something, well, the house is hearing what Ryan has to say about something. But I think he does pick his battles very carefully.
So if you don't fight, how do you make up?
Listen, good question.
I know there's no problem there, so I'm just curious about the tension.
We got no problem. Things are on fire.
Wow.
I think for myself and my fiance, Rodney, I feel like he would be sort of the Ashton in the duo, and that's fine with me, you know. But if he was sitting on the couch, I don't know if he'd have something else to say. But I think more so with us, and if I look seriously sort of at my past unsuccessful relationships, and then this one that, you know, still going well, I would say that it's humor that gets us through. It's not really happy wife, happy life, or, you know, I won this, you lost this, or vice versa. It's being able to sort of buoy your way through with some humor, which I feel like Ashton and Mila, even though they're not my BFFs, probably have as well. There's a little bit of fun and kind of, you know, we always say our Rod and my love language is shade. Like there's a little bit of like, little niggle in there. So I feel like that is a part of at least my personal
I think
experience
you're
with
onto
it.
something there.
I need a little bit more of that maybe in my relationship. I take myself seriously sometimes. I don't know. Every previous relationship to Jason, I had this dynamic where I would fight and I was always right because they were kind of duds. Not all of them. I mean, mostly. I just picked bad relationships that weren't necessarily sustainable. So I was often right. So when I got together with Jason and we had our first big fight and he came back and was like, actually, I was kind of shocked. Like, I just was like, no one's ever contested my rightness before. And I kind of liked it, I will say. I liked that fact. Now, I would say after 22 years into the relationship, I would like it sometimes if he just sort of was like, yes, dear, you're right.
It's easier.
It would be a little bit easier sometimes, but overall, I don't want that.
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.